Hey, it's Dan. Welcome back to I Allegedly. I have a good one for you today because they just announced the real estate agent of the year, and we're going to cover it right here on I Allegedly. Like, subscribe, and let's get right into it. Zorhan Mamdani. Wait a second. How's that guy a real estate agent, Dan? He is the mayor of New York City, and he hasn't even been in office 50 days. He is an absolute joke. He's a clown. He is a joke. He is a fool. Gosh, I just want to swear, 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 swear. He's absolutely a fraud. Okay? Well, he steps forward and he just announced that he wants to raise property taxes on everybody in New York City, everybody, businesses, your homes, your apartments, everybody, by almost 10%, 9.5%. And people are like, well, what are you talking about? You can't do that. Well, we have a budget deficit. Why do we have a budget deficit? Everything's going to be free. We don't need to worry about money. We need to worry about financing anything. That's ridiculous. It's utterly preposterous that you would do this. Now, I want you to understand, this is the socialism lie. The socialism lie is that, hey, you know what? You've worked hard. You deserve free food. Okay, that sounds good. Will it be steaks and like lobster and maybe some, can you throw some crab meat in there for me? Because I like crab meat, especially when it's free. You got it, Dan. Just vote for me. Okay. Free buses. Oh, yeah, the bus is expensive here in New York City. Free buses, free subway, free childcare. Oh my gosh. My wife and I spend a fortune on childcare, and we're going to have that. Plus we're going to have rent control. We're going to lower the price of rent right now. Now, if this clown gets this passed, by the way, all those things I just mentioned, not one of them are going to come true ever, ever, in a fairy tale, in a movie, in a socialist utopia. Karl Marx is laughing his ass off right now. can't do that. It's not going to work. It's never worked. So, anyways, he was a communist too. So Mamdani is going to make it so people are going to unload their houses. The problem with it is that he wants to have all these different rules to lower the sale. Think about this. You want to sell your unit in New York City, you have to talk to the private companies, the 501c3s, nonprofits, and you have to get their approval. They can delay, by 30 days, you get an act. It's going to make real estate be given away in New York City. No one is going to want to go there. They want to add social workers. I cover this in the private channel extensively. I have a friend of mine who is a 25-year retired cop from New York City, and they want to have social workers go into the worst situations and deal with these people. It's never going to work. What you need to do, oh my God, don't say it, Dan. Yeah, you need to hire more police officers. Whoa. That's a terrible. Hey, Dan, come on. We're trying to get utopia here. We're trying to get free love and free everything. Only problem is that when you don't arrest people and you don't charge people with crimes, they do it again and again and again and again and again and again and again. And then they go out and do it again. You let them out of jail, don't have any consequences. What do? They go do it again. So Kathy Hochul, the lovely governor of New York City, says, we're not going to let him raise property taxes in New York City. Now she's got that deep man voice. But what he says was, listen, if you don't want us to do this, you need to let us tax the richest people and the richest companies. No. You don't understand what the American dream is. The American dream is to go out and be a success. It's to go out and not have to bust your hump every single day and be behind on your bills. It's that simple. You were lucky enough to go out and make a success out of yourself in the highest tax state in the union, next to California. Good for you. Congratulations. But this guy, real estate agent of the year, you mark my words, it will be a absolute exit to places like Texas and places like Florida. Mark Zuckerberg, who, as I'm filming this video, is testifying in regards to the social media case for Facebook, and if children were hurt and young teens were hurt by Facebook, and he's having to answer questions about this. One thing that I got a kick out of is his testimony was originally delayed because they didn't want questions in front of the jury about his wealth. Well, they know how wealthy this guy is. They know that this guy walked with a security detail of 12 when he walked into the building. But Mark Zuckerberg is leaving California because of the wealth tax. Bernie Sanders, right now, who's an absolute imbecile from the state of Vermont, which I got a great Vermont story to lead. It just all leads together. Bernie Sanders was in California a couple of days ago, and what was he talking about? We need to tax the billionaires, a one-time tax of 5%. They can pay for it. It's going to help people. What are you doing here, Bernie? What are you doing here in California? I hope to be a billionaire someday. It's never going to happen, guys. But I also don't want to give 5% to nothing, to these idiots that have a bullet train going to nowhere, homeless people sleeping on the streets in LA, and crime out of control. Okay? No. They want to tax us per mile here. I could go on and on and on. But you mark my words, real estate agent of the year, Zoran Mamdani. Now, to go back to Vermont, Vermont is ran by idiots, and Bernie Sanders is one of them. They went out and doubled down on electric school buses. Well, Dan, that's good for the environment. That is helpful, and it's a good thing. Only problem is, do you know what averages 6 months out of the year with cold weather? Oh, is it really? Is it? No, it doesn't. You know, winter comes and goes pretty quick here in Vermont. Oh, no, it doesn't. Freeze your butt off. It's cold. Got maple syrup and places to ski at, and Bernie Sanders. Now, the best part of this whole thing is they invested millions, tens of millions of dollars into electric school buses. They don't charge in cold weather. If it's 41 degrees or below, you can't charge an electric school bus. Well, who told us that? Nobody told us that. You know who didn't tell you that? The bus companies that were selling you, that laughed their asses off when they sold you those. Oh my God. You know, Vermont bought 48 more of these school buses? Oh my gosh. How's it going to work out? Going to deliver them July 1st. Don't worry about it. Okay. Okay. So that's what you have to look forward to. Those imbeciles did that. Again, oh man, that's terrible, Dan, that you're talking this way. Horrible things that are happening right now. So people that had gotten Social Security benefits because someone had passed away, they're starting to scrutinize all those Social Security benefits and saying, hey, listen, I know your husband died, but you need to go out and you need to pay that back. And they were taking as much as, hear this, 100% of their Social Security payments. I did a story a year and a half ago about a woman who was 11 months away from getting out of her car because she overpaid Social Security, and it was going to take 24 months, and people tried to help her, but they said no, she got too much money, and we're taking 100% of her money. So she was sleeping in her car at night. Grandma was doing that, of Social Security age. Hello. Once again, not everybody has somebody. You know, Kevin O'Leary calls it cuckoo that that people are not calling this guy out. Nothing he promised you to vote for him, not one thing came true. All lies, all made up, and you fell for it. Where's the free childcare? Where is it? Where is it? People that sell packaged foods like Pepsi, they're lowering the price. Why? Because things are not selling right now. Well, people are on a health kick right now. No, 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 no. People are on a I don't have any money kick right now. I don't have money for pretzels. I don't have money for potato chips. I don't have money for sugary drinks. They cannot afford it right now. And PepsiCo. And, you know, it's wild because the most downbeat consumer conference is, you know, they're having a conference talking about the K-shaped economy and talking about the snack food conference, how it's just not what it is. You got the rich people up here and you got the poor people down here and all of us in the middle trying to figure it out. That's the K-shaped economy. And the problem with this is that people can't afford chips. You shouldn't be eating that crap anyways. Talk to Mike Adams, the health ranger. He'll tell you this stuff is poison. Okay? But with that being said, got to go out, you know, These companies are starving right now. Burger King's not doing the remodel on its locations. Why is that? Why is it? Because no one cares about Burger King. It's too expensive. And you can sit there time and time again and have issues with this. Now, I'm going to finish this with this final story that made me ill when I read it. Um, it's so expensive to buy a car in America, and so many people have to have a new car. And what is the norm right now? The $1,000 a month car payment. You're an idiot if you have $1,000 car payment. Go out and put a chunk down. Well, Dan, I don't have $30,000 or $40,000 down. Why? You can't buy a used car? I just bought a used car, guys. I saved like almost $10,000 off the price of the car by doing research and waiting. It took me 6 weeks to buy the car, but I did that. Well, why would you do that? Because no one cares. People sit there and go, "Oh, I like your new car." Oh, it's not new. It's a few years old. It's got heated seats on it. Come inside, baby. You know what I mean? It's got Apple CarPlay, which hooks up to my phone the second I flip it on. It's fantastic. It's fantastic. You know what's funny is it's got cooling seats in it, and guess what? There's no car payment to the damn thing. Okay? Let's go listen to the radio and make out. Okay? There's your invitation. Okay? Like, subscribe. Real estate agent of the year, Zorhan Mandani. Don't forget the private channel, I Allegedly Live. And you want to get a hold of me, it's hello@iallegedly.com. I will see you soon.